And good evening. Welcome out to Little Woodrow. Talking Lamar University football. Cardinals off to the home start with a win 28-14 over Mississippi Valley State on Saturday. And before we get started, we're really going to start off with something. I hope I get to it because it is emotional to me. You notice the cap Coach is wearing, FDNY. We all remember what happened 23 years ago today. And unfortunately for Coach Pete Rossomando and his family, his brother Nick, a firefighter in New York City, was one of the tragedies. And Coach, I know you look up at your brother as a hero, and just a tough day for your family and America.
Yeah, it's a tough day for everybody. It's 23 years. It's hard to believe that it's been that long. And man, I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm sure as many of us do our age, and changed the way everybody thinks around America. And 343 firefighters died that day, and they were heroes, and running into the buildings while people were running out. And I was just blessed to be around one of them for 24 years.
Talk about Nick just a little bit.
Yeah, he's amazing guy. Everybody says that about people who pass on, but he was just the energy, life of the party, always ready to have a good time. But serious guy about football. He's the one who taught me how to play and taught me everything about the game when I was young. And my dad wasn't around when I was young. He was like my dad. He was the oldest brother of 4 kids, and man, he was like my idol. So. It was a tough one, yeah.
And he is a hero. And he's a hero. And your son, Nick, is named after his uncle.
He is. He's named after him, the exact name. And, he acts like him, too. He's a fun-loving guy, too. So
all right. Again, we wanted to start off with that because I know it's a special day, for the Rossomando family. And, again, unfortunately, the way it ended for your older brother, thank him, for what he did for this country.
Yeah, amazing guy.
All right, now let's talk Lamar football. Saturday, the home opener, 28-14 over Mississippi Valley State. Just talk about that game a little bit.
Yeah, it was good to get in the left-hand column. Great opportunity for our guys at home to showcase what we've done over the last 8 months in front of our home crowd. And there was some sputters along the way, but I think for the most part we got the win, and we rushed the ball. We did what we wanted to do as far as running the football, and we stopped the run on defense. So I think those two things were really good. I think we needed to clean some things up this week for sure, and I think our guys have done that. We had a really good Tuesday and a even better Wednesday practice. So excited about what we're going to do tomorrow as we get ready for a nationally ranked team coming in. So it's good to get a win. I think Mississippi Valley had a great plan. They came out and executed some things against us. And, once our guys settled down, we did a really good job at stopping. We had 2 big red zone stops at the end of the game, which, that was critical for us.
You did talk about cleaning up some areas, and you did talk about this Monday during your weekly press conference with the media. Penalties, just way too many penalties.
Yeah, 18 of them, and it was, I think, 11 or 12 were what I would consider legit, easy to call. Yeah. The other ones were, of course, they were all judgment calls, but, I could see where they called them and why they called them. So I think I told our team this week, pain of discipline or the pain of regret. It's up to you. We have to get disciplined this week and do a better job, and we addressed it, and we made sure that the guys that did some things that were not what they did on Saturday, they paid for it during the week of practice. So, hopefully we'll go out this week and we'll clean it up.
Rushing the football, 222 yards rushing, 197 from Kalen Griffin. Kalen also got into the end zone twice.
Yeah, I think Kalen would say it. It's, our offensive line played extremely physical, moved the line of scrimmage, opened up holes, and I think all those things are ways that running backs get yards. Those guys do things, and our tight ends played well. Ja'Cory Hyder had a big game, and not only catching the ball but blocking, and Sean Grayson, another guy. Both guys hadn't played a lot of football here, and those guys have played a lot the last 2 weeks, and it's good to see those guys starting to step up. And of course, we get the big guy back this week, he played, I think, 5 snaps on on Saturday night, so he's going to get an opportunity to get his start back, and just fired up to have Devin back out there.
Devin Gibbs is who we're talking about. He's been injured, a little ankle issue, but he did get on the field for a few plays last Saturday, and I know I talked to him prior to the Texas State game. He was chomping. He was ready to go. I mean, he was all over the place.
He is. Yeah, he is just he's everything you want in a football player at Lamar. He's obviously got all the traits as far as 6'6" and 240 and runs and catches the ball, but super smart guy. So dedicated to his team and his teammates, and I mean, worked so hard. He attacked the rehab on his ankle. He's 2 weeks ahead of schedule. And, just so proud of him and so happy for our football team because, quite honestly, he makes us better just with his presence out there.
Savon Ray got into the end zone again. He had 3 catches, 8 targets. He finds way to get open. He's
open, yeah, for sure. He will tell you he's got to do a better job of catching the ball. He dropped a couple, but I do think that, that has been rectified this week. He's had a great week of practice, and his preparation is always impeccable. He's a true pro, and it's always fun to be around him. And he's going to continue to get targets because we trust him and we know exactly where he's going to be, and he can run.
Before we get our first break in, let's talk about QB1. Robert Coleman, 12 out of 30, did have a pick, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, including that 63-yarder to Hyder.
Yeah, I thought Robert played really well. I know the stats don't always show it, but operated the offense very, very well, got us into some good runs when we needed to get into some runs because the defense dictated that. And, when you can operate, those are things he couldn't do last year, quite honestly. Not because he wasn't intelligent enough. He just didn't have enough at-bats in our offense. And I think right now he's at a point where he can do all that stuff and really get us into the plays we want to get into. So happy to see Robert continue to play well and put us in a position to win.
Cardinals winning over Mississippi Valley State 28-14. We'll talk about the defensive side of the football when we come back. We are at Little Woodrow's with Coach Pete Rossomando on News Talk 560 KLVI. Harold Mann along with Coach Pete Rossomando talking Lamar University football. Cardinals again, 28-14 win over Mississippi Valley State. We talked about the offensive side. Before we talk about the defense, let's just talk about the ambiance, everything surrounding that home opener. That was really cool out there on Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening.
It was great. Yeah, we did the Cardinal walk on walking through the tailgaters and our incredible band, best band in the land for sure. I have a chance to watch them every day warm up when we have a game day, and man, it's so impressive to watch Eric Shannon and his staff just get that group together. And we're just so blessed as a university to have a band like that can put on a show, man.
Oh, they bring it.
It's fun, yeah. And cheerleaders were there, and they do a great job. And it was a great atmosphere. Of course, the students showed up. That was the most students I've seen in the student section since I've been here. And we're going to keep growing that and keep getting it better. And we need them in there this week because we're playing, a ranked opponent, as you know. And, we need them there.
On the defensive side, you've had several guys with from 5 tackles up to 9. Everybody contributing. It looked like you allowed a lot of hats on the football.
Yeah, we had some incredible individual efforts. Obviously, we had Jamin Jackson had a big game for us, and great to see Ronnie Hamrick getting his first start here at Lamar and really played super and gave us a really good chance to win that way. And Christian Pugh blocked a field goal and has played well in the secondary. Did drop an interception. We got to get him. That's why he plays defense, or else he'd be on offense.
Get that sticky stuff on his fingers. The Fred Blitikoff.
Yeah, he's trying to get the Travis Hunter play both ways kind of thing. But I said, hey, you got to catch the ball a little bit better than that.
Yeah, to play on both sides.
He is a heck of an athlete. He really is. And we've had some guys play well. Braden Faulkner played unbelievable. Played with his hair on fire, and
he led you in tackles with 9.
He really did, and not only did. Sometimes those stats can be deceiving, but he was an impact on the game. So and he actually won our Defensive Player of the Week this week.
What about special teams?
Yeah, I thought there were some things we did really well. I thought we, our punt rush unit did well. I thought our kickoff team was good. Obviously Chase pounding the ball into the end zone is always good. And, I thought our punt team was a little disappointing. We didn't do a great job of covering the punts, and, we got a little lazy at times. We got to get better. We're working hard to clean it up this week.
Working about cleaning up, just give yourself the report card. I mean, a win, you're going to take a win every game, but you always find areas of improvement even in wins.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think you always got to come in on, we call it Honesty Monday, and you come in and be honest with yourself, and you watch the film, and that's the only way you're going to improve is to watch the film and make the corrections on Monday so that we have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as we prepare for the next game. So, there's always room for improvement. I think at this point in the season, there's certainly a lot of still room for improvement. So our guys have done a great job of taking notes and getting ready to go this week. And, like I said, we've had 2 good days of practice, and hopefully we can seal it up tomorrow with another good day, a crisp day. Not a whole lot of physicality going on Thursday, so we got to be mostly mental.
The sandwich of 3 in a row at home, and that has been a real big boost. Just the crowd. You talked about the walk to the stadium, but you're coming down the hill before the game, and the showcase of Southeast Texas, firing up the fight song. The crowd really enjoying it. Talk about the crowd on Saturday night.
Great. Energy, enthusiasm, all things that the players need, and they got to keep bringing it. We need a little bit more third down cheering, a little bit more of that. We'll get there. Again, our fans haven't had a lot to cheer about, but they do now. So they got to get off their butts and start cheering on third down. We were missing one of our main guys out. Hanky is one of our guys right over here. He's usually in the stands. He wasn't there this week, so we got to get his butt out there this week.
We need to work on that.
And he'll get them going on third down. I know that for sure.
All right, Coach, tell you what, we're going to get another break in as we're coming to you from Little Woodrow. So when we come back, Coach is going to step away for a segment. We're going to talk about our 4th annual Big Red Day. We'll talk about that next on News Talk 560 KLVI. It is the Pete Rossomando Show. We're at Little Woodrow's. Come by and see us. News Talk 560 KLVI. Harold Mann back with you. It's the Pete Rossomando Show. We're at Little Woodrow's talking Lamar University football. Going to give Coach a break during this segment. We are joined by Jeff Sperry with Lamar University. He is Associate Vice President for University Advancement. Jeff, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks, and thank you for the opportunity, Harold. It's good to see you.
We are talking the 4th annual Red Day.
Right.
What is this?
Red Day is our annual day of giving. It's when we want the entire Lamar University community to come together and support any area of the university that they like. We started this tradition back in 2021, and over the years, we've had an increasing number of donors and an increasing amount of support for the university in all the aspects. People can give to a particular college, people can give to a department, people can give to athletics and a specific sport, people can give to the football team. They can do a variety of things. So it's a chance for Cardinal Nation to come together on one day.
Something different about it this year, it's a 24-hour window, a 24-hour span. How does a Lamar University fan take part?
So we are going back to the 24 hours, which we originally did. Last year we were celebrating the centennial, so we lengthened our time a little bit. But the easiest way to do it, and actually giving is open now, is folks can go to lamar.edu/redday. Right online. It's very simple. lamar.edu/redday. There's a donate button right on there, and they're able to select the area of the university that they'd like to support, the amount that they'd like to give, and there's an opportunity to get some digital swag, things that they can share on social media.
Right.
We want to give everybody an opportunity to spread the word throughout Cardinal Nation to alumni, friends, family members, pets, whatever it takes to get the word out.
Here we are at a football coaches show talking Lamar football. This is university-wide. It's not just athletics, am I correct?
That is correct. It's university-wide. So we actually, on the day of Red Day, which is next Tuesday, September 17th, starting at noon, and running till Wednesday, September 18th at noon, that 24-hour time span, we'll actually be doing a live stream, which is available on the Red Day website, as well as the Lamar University Facebook page and the Lamar University YouTube channel, that will highlight each of the academic colleges as well as athletics. Those of you who are interested in athletics, for example, can tune in on I believe it's Wednesday at 2:30, and we'll be doing an athletics segment then.
The goal. What do you set goals for this? Do you set the bar? What's the bar?
We do, and this Red Day is really all about donors, not dollars. So it doesn't matter how much you give. We just want you to give. So our goal this year is 500 donors during Red Day. It happens to match last year's goal, but the difference is, of course, we have 8 fewer hours in which to do it. So we're trying to get 500 donors, 500 people to support the university at any level, in any amount, for any area.
Visiting with Jeff Sperry, Lamar University, talking the 4th annual Red Day. It's coming up on the 17th and 18th. Mm-hmm. How have the previous ones went? You mentioned last year you hit that 500, but how did the first 2 go?
We did. Well, the first 2, we were starting off modestly. The idea is, when you start something like this, and you have to make it part of the culture of the university. And so that takes a little time to get people accustomed to doing this. We always set it for mid-September, because September 17th is actually the anniversary of the founding of the university. So this year we'll be celebrating our 101st birthday as a university. 101 on Tuesday the 17th. So it's taken a while. The first year we were in the 300 range for donors. The second year we were up around 420, and then last year we had 515 donors. So we did surpass our goal last year, and I'm confident that with everybody's help and support, and everybody coming together and responding to the emails and texts and social media posts that we have out there, that we're going to have a tremendously successful Red Day and help our students and our student athletes with much needed financial support.
And you hit it on the head there. Of course, we always talk about the student athletes, but there's a lot of students on the university, and this goal is to help those students attending Lamar University.
Exactly. It's really what we're all about at Lamar University, is student success, making sure they have an opportunity to improve themselves, to achieve their career aspirations as well as their educational aspirations once they graduate from Lamar University. And so this kind of effort that Red Day exemplifies is really about getting people together to support the university that, at least for the alumni, has given them so much.
It's our hometown university. Got to support it.
That's right. It's exactly right. And so those folks who are within earshot know where Lamar is, what Lamar is about, the fact that we work together to improve our community and improve the lives of all of our students, and that's what Red Day really is about.
Again, those that want to partake, how can they do so?
You go to lamar.edu/redday, and that's where you'll find a donate button and additional information about Red Day, as well as opportunities to give to any area of the university that you like, just by clicking on the donate button on that front page, lamar.edu/redday.
And when can they do it, and when's the clock strike 0 on it?
So we actually have giving open right now. So literally you could go to your browser right now and type in lamar.edu/redday and give as I speak. But the main part of the day is Tuesday the 17th at noon till Wednesday the 17th at noon. And during Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday morning, we'll have a lot of programming and content about all the areas of the university, and folks will want to tune in on the Red Day website as well as our Facebook or YouTube pages.
Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts, but more importantly for Red Day, every donor counts.
All right. Jeff, thank you so much for stopping by out here at Little Woodrow's tonight, and let's donate to our Lamar University students.
Thank you very much.
Jeff Sperry with Lamar University. Again, we are at Little Woodrow's. Come out and see us. We talk Lamar University football, back with Coach Pete Rossomando on News Talk 560 KLVI. Welcome back out to Little Woodrow's. Harold Mann along with Coach Pete Rossomando talking Lamar University football. Thanks for Jeff Sperry coming by, talking about Big Red Day coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday, rejoined by Coach Pete Rossomando. And Coach, the number 20 team in the country in FCS, Weber State is coming in on Saturday. That's going to be a very good test for your ball club.
Yeah, what an opportunity for us. I mean, great opportunity against a good team coming into our place. And, there's really nothing that you'd want more right now at this point in the year. And, they're going to be well coached. They're going to be a good ball club on offense and defense. And they're going to play really crisp special teams. And, that for us is a great measuring stick. So we're excited about the opportunity. I think we've so far prepared well. Hopefully we'll continue with that tomorrow and have a great game on Saturday and really put out a great product for our fans.
They come in 1-1 on the year. They lost to Power 5 Oregon, Big 12?
Washington.
Washington. I'm sorry. Washington, who's a Big 12 team, if that makes sense. And then last week they actually opened up their conference and took on Portland State and beat them. And it looked like they spread the ball out pretty well, mixed it up well with the run and pass.
They do. They do a good job of staying balanced, and they have a quarterback that's really talented, and they have two good backs, both of them from Texas, and those guys can really play. And, I think Washington's actually in the Big Ten now.
You're right. I said Big 12. I'm an idiot.
I think Washington's in the Big Ten.
In my mind, I'm a Nebraska. We're still in the Big 12. But
the only reason I know is watching the film all week. You see the Big Ten logo on the field.
No, 100%, because UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington all went to the Big Ten. So they played that FBS opponent. Looking at them against Portland State, a team on their own level, their own conference, they look like they could do a lot of damage in the Big Sky.
Well, I think what you see from a team like Weber State is they're going to be extremely disciplined. They're going to run the football. They're going to be smart with it. They're not going to turn it over. And it was 20 to, I believe it was 20 to 16 or 20 to 13 game in the fourth quarter. And then, Weber State just kept being in the right spots. Got a turnover. Next drive, got another turnover, put a couple in the end zone, and the next thing they're up 43 to 13. So they do a really good job of making sure that they stay disciplined, and they do a good job. So we have to be really, really disciplined this week and play our best game up front. The O-line, my buddy Nick from back in New Jersey, the guy we talked about last year, always says, I got to get the O-line pumped up. So I'm going to get those guys pumped up this week. They got to play well. We have to play well on the line of scrimmage.
Never disagree with Nick.
That's right. Yeah, Nick, he make you sleep with the fishes if you don't agree with him.
There you go. We know what that means. Damon Bankston is a running back. He's out of Katy Patel, whatever that high school. Pito High School. And they got another guy out of Dallas as a receiver. I think he went to Hillcrest in Dallas. And they recruit Texas. You look looking down their roster, they got a handful of kids from Texas.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job. And I think they know that Texas has best high school football in the country. And they come here to recruit those guys just like we do. And we know that it's going to be a heck of a battle because they do have guys from Texas.
You look at your schedule the last couple of years. Of course, there's always the FBS game. But some FCS opponents you have played last year, Idaho and South Dakota, two teams that made the FCS playoffs. Then Weber State coming up on Saturday. The FBS schools are nice and all that. But playing these teams, the higher caliber, to do the air quotes here, knows what you're going to see on the FCS level.
Yeah, I mean, they are a higher caliber team. They've, with the exception of last year, they made the playoffs 5 years in a row. And last year was the first year in 6 years they hadn't made the playoffs. So that's a team that's been consistent in FCS. It's a team that's been consistent in the Big Sky, and it's really great for us to measure where we are as a program against a team like that. We did it against South Dakota last year. Yeah. We came up short. We did it against Idaho last year. We know we came up big short on that one. So we got to get out there and start showing that we have the ability to play with these teams in the top 25, and then we're going to get 2 of them this year.
It's kind of crazy. I know you're just concerned about your schedule, but Weber State, they play you guys, Northwestern State, and McNeese in succession.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they trying to get into Southland?
I think we had a scheduling agreement with the Big Sky at one time, so I think that's why that kind of worked out that way.
With a team like this coming in, a 6 o'clock kickoff, and just the home fans, for years and years, the fans have been saying, we want to see quality opponents at Provost Humphrey Stadium. There's one coming to town Saturday evening.
Yeah, there's no North American. It's this is a big-time program in Weber State, and they're a team that's been really, really good at this level. And, again, they're coming to our stadium, so what a blessing. And let's get out there and pack the place and make it a fun atmosphere for our players and make it difficult for them, on third down. And when they need to get plays off, let's get the crowd rocking. So it is the best venue in the Southland Conference. It might be one of the best venues in FCS football. And, we're doing a great job with the renovations in the building and all that stuff. And, we want people to come out and see it and see what we're doing here and all the great things that Dr. Taylor and Jeff O'Malley have really gotten going here.
Now, I know the fan base doesn't get a chance to see it, and for obviously reasons. But, I do on a Monday basis, going into your conference room. Yeah. That's top-notch, what you're doing in there.
Yeah, it's big time. Thanks to a generous gift of one of our supporters who's been really, really instrumental for us. Yeah, we were able to renovate our team room and our weight room and really get it to a level that is as top-notch as I've been at. So it's got all the technology. It's got the touchscreen monitors. It's got the glass boards. Makes the projection units look like TVs. It's super impressive, and our guys really enjoy being in there every day.
Something I noticed, and we always really strive and emphasize student-athlete. You have study halls in there as well.
Oh, we do, yeah.
They're not off on campus in the library. There's study halls inside that athletic complex.
Yeah, we have study halls, and we were over a 2.9 GPA here for the first time since they brought football back in 2010, and Veda Hernandez, who does our academic support, does a fantastic job. We're so happy to have her, and her husband's a football coach, so it's she understands she understands what goes on with those guys. So it's really good to have her, and she just keeps doing a great job in there.
Before we get into our final break and get set for our final segment again, just talk about the lead up to Saturday's game.
Yeah, I think one of the things you'll see is a very similar style of offense as we play. They're gonna want to pound the ball with the running backs and the quarterback, and they're gonna create big explosive through the run game, and it's gonna be to me strength on strength on Saturday, and what an incredible opportunity to do that, right, and show what strength is gonna be better when we get out there on the field.
And the best you can, mistake-free football.
Yeah, again, I'm okay with aggressive penalties. We're going to have some holdings and we're going to have some pass interferences. We'd like to have none. That's not realistic. So let's keep the discipline penalties down. The offsides, the hands to the face, the late hits. Let's keep those down, and let's make sure we can stay on schedule.
We are talking Lamar University football. We're out at Little Woodrow's. Harold Mann along with the coach, Pete Rossomando. We're back on News Talk 560 KLVI. Harold Mann along with Coach Pete Rossomando here at Little Woodrow's. Have just over 10 minutes going to show. We want to invite everybody to come out and join us each and every Wednesday night during the duration of the football season from 7 until 8. Come on out, enjoy the surroundings. Everything really, really nice out here at Little Woodrow's. And, Coach, we talked about this last week, and we're going to talk about it again this week. Look at the turnout. How about that?
Yeah, it's a great crowd. I don't know where else you would rather be on a Wednesday than Little Woodrow, celebrating with a bunch of Lamar fans. And we have great energy and enthusiasm here, and it's fun to be here. I don't know why people wouldn't want to be here. I'm taking time out of my day to be here, so Come on down, man. We're having a good time here. We got pizza. We got all kinds of little bites over here. So come on down, celebrate, and we'll have a good time on Wednesdays.
And, of course, ice cold water.
Yeah, cold water. I got Diet Coke.
Diet Coke and some other libations if you choose.
Correct.
All right, again, coming up on Saturday, it's a 6 o'clock kickoff from Provost Humphrey Stadium with Weber State coming in. We hear about all the guys on the field with their numbers. We watch them, we see them, we watch them partake, but then there's a lot of guys that stand on the sideline we see every home game that don't get in. They work hard during the week. Just talk about what your redshirt kids mean, some of your walk-ons, what they mean to this program, because they work hard during the week getting your guys ready.
Yeah, I mean, they mean everything to our program. I mean, they're the ones that are showing what the defenses and offenses that we're playing are going to do. And if they don't do it with great enthusiasm and gusto, then, it's not going to really look the same, and they're not going to prepare our team for that. And, we had some incredible efforts over the last couple weeks of guys on that what we call the futures team that's going to be our future dudes. And, it's fun to watch those guys run around out there. And then we have 2 periods throughout the course of the week where they get to scrimmage in our offense and our defense. So it gives them an opportunity to actually run our named plays and run our named defenses. And I love that. I love the fact that we can develop our players still. And those guys train hard in the weight room. I think the misconception is, hey, we're going to start lifting in December when the season's over. And we're lifting just as hard right now as we did. We're not as many times,
right,
but we're lifting just as hard to get ready to go. But those guys on the sideline, number one, they got to be ready to go in one play, because you never know. I mean, you never know when it's going to be your opportunity to get in there and play. I mean, I look at, Cortez Winslow, who was a redshirt freshman last year, and then all of a sudden we go into UIW week, and Devin Freejay's down, and we got a couple other guys that go down the next week, and Eli Ripley, and Cortez has got to go in there and start as a freshman. So if he wasn't ready, he'd have been in a lot of trouble, and he was obviously a key factor in us getting to 6-5 last year.
There are times that you call them the future dudes. They become now dudes. And like you say, they're one play away, or even you could have a youngster that develops, and you look at him and said, hey, he could help us now.
Yeah, well, you see that throughout the course of the year a lot. You're starting to see it with some guys right now. We got a wideout from Center High School named Cash Cross, and, man, I love to watch his growth each and every week. He was a quarterback in high school, and now he comes here and he's starting to play receiver. And, that's a hard position to play coming from high school as a quarterback. But now he's starting to really get the techniques down. He's starting to understand what the offense is. He's starting to really play fast, and it's fun to watch that. And, man, you're looking out there and you're saying, man, we're good for another couple years with that guy out there. So it's been impressive watching those guys continue to grow.
You've got a handful of those type of players. You just mentioned Cash. You got Major Bowden, Devin Gibbs. Those are kids that played quarterback in high school, and because of their athletic ability, you're able to move them elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah Jones was a great high school quarterback at Norman G. I mean, it's athletes are athletes, and, those guys that play quarterback, the thing you love about them is they got a leadership skill because they had to run the team. They got ball skills because they're catching the ball on every play, especially if they're in the spread offense, and they have to kind of know what everyone's doing, which makes them a lot more football intelligent.
Now, a day of practice with the Cardinals, when you're out there and practicing, is there a lot of moving parts? You got so much going on where the guys on the practice field got to basically keep focused, keep their head on a swivel, to say?
Yeah, we're moving. I mean, we have a lot of periods and a lot of different things going on. We have competitive periods. We have futures periods. We have special teams periods. We have individual periods where we're working on skills. We have group periods where maybe like the receivers and DBs are getting together and doing some stuff, and the O-line and D-line are getting together doing some stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and they got to pay attention. And I know one thing, our guys, most guys that play college football, they're creatures of habit. So they want to know what's coming. And I think, we don't change our practice schedules week to week all that much. We pretty much keep them the same so they kind of know what's coming.
Let's talk practice during special teams. How much time goes into that? You said a certain day where you work on situations that you don't see too often, or situations with onside kicks, things along those lines. How much preparation each week do you put into that?
I mean, we are investing at least 40 minutes of practice on special team. So 10 minutes of walkthrough, 10 minutes of one special teams period, 10 minutes of another. So I think, we're really dedicating at least a quarter of our practice to special teams time. And that's every day. And then we have our specialty things that you're talking about, the onside kick and the hands team and all that stuff. We do that on Thursday and Friday as we get closer to the game. So you can't do those full speed.
Right, because there are certain situations you may run into once a season, but you want to be prepared in case you do run into that.
Correct. Like we do every Friday, we do kickoff and kickoff return after a safety. And what that means is instead of we're kicking off from the 35, where our guys have to be 10 yards from the ball on the 45.
Right.
Now everything goes back to the 20. Mm-hmm. Our guys got to be past the 30, and it came up when we played Nichols last year. We had there was a penalty, and they had to kick from the 20-yard line, and sure enough, we actually did not do a good job on that, which we practice it every week, which is a little bit frustrating, but those things come up, and that's why you do it. And sometimes the guys think why are we doing this? We never have seen this situation. Then all of a sudden, bam, it comes up.
That's why you're doing it.
That's why we're doing it.
Free kick, following the safety, you see both. You have the option to tee it up or punt it. What do you like?
We'll punt. Yeah, we'll punt for sure.
You see that more often than not. You see more teams that do the punting.
Punts are harder to catch.
Yeah, they're higher.
So punts are harder to catch. That's why everybody punts.
On a normal kickoff, do you like the touchbacks, or do you like it going maybe 5 yards deep and hope the guy brings it out and you stop him?
I like it out of the end zone. I don't want to as much. I mean, I love our kickoff team, and they come with great energy and enthusiasm. But, man, we would love to drive it out of the end zone.
Well, that, and on top of that, when you kick receiving, and you like that maybe fair catch inside the 10 around the goal line because you bring it out to the 25.
Yeah, I would say ours, if it's a high kick and we're backing up, we're going to fair catch it. It's high kick. Yeah, we're going to take it on the 20, 25.
Can't go wrong with that at all. Just a few more minutes to go here, Coach. Again, coming up on Saturday, Weber State comes into town. FCS level team, the same as we are. They are ranked number 20 in the country, and how sweet that would be to send the home fans home. Hint, hint, home fans, get out there and support the Cardinals.
Yeah, come on out. Yeah, let's go. I mean, it would be great to have an opportunity to play a really good team and play really well in front of our home crowd. I know that would help us. It's not the end-all, be-all. We still got to play well, and we got to execute all that stuff, but I think it always gives you better energy when the crowd's going and they're enjoying themselves and they're having a great game day experience, which is what we provide. We got $1 million scoreboard. We got an incredible sound system. We got the best band in the country. And they need to come out and see that and feel the enthusiasm and excitement of college football in Southeast Texas on a Saturday night.
And it's something the entire family, you bring the little kids out, and they're going to enjoy it just as much as the big guys.
There's always things for them to do, great concession stands and great opportunities there to get some good food and some good popcorn and all that good stuff, which makes for a great ball game experience.
All right, closing minutes here. Just talk about what's going to happen from the time you take that headset off until the time we put the football on the tee Saturday night.
It's just mental preparation from here. Well, we have one more physical practice tomorrow morning, and then it's all mental preparation and, give our guys a chance to let their bodies heal up from practice and do a lot of recovery. We got all kinds of things going on for recovery, new age things, and talk about cryo and things like that, and all that stuff's going on as guys get their bodies ready for, what essentially is a quote-unquote war on Saturday afternoons.
Get
Cryo, yeah, cryo. That's cold therapy.
Oh, okay. So you got an educated idiot,
It's in Mid-County. So
it's in Mid. I should know that. It'll be in Mid-County. Going to get a chance to see any high school football this weekend?
We will have coaches out, all over Southeast Texas for sure.
Every Friday night. But to tell you what, go out and watch your high school play on Friday night, then get out to Provost Humphrey Stadium on Saturday. That is a 6 o'clock kickoff. If you haven't got your tickets, 409-880-1715. Call, get your tickets now. These guys are busting their tails out there. They are our local university, Lamar University. And, Coach, let's sit back down here next Wednesday with something real nice and sweet to talk about.
It would be, yeah. And, again, this is their university. Because I bet you there's 60% of the people in Southeast Texas that have some type of Lamar degree. So come on out and see your school, cheer on Big Red, and let's get ready to get a big dub.
Again, that's a 6 o'clock kickoff. What time's the walkthrough? What time do you go through the tailgating and walk on over to the stadium?
That happens about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I think about 3:15. I was getting there, and you guys were coming across
That's right, you are.
MLK. So
you had your little wheel bag.
I had my little wheel bag and toting it along.
That's right.
All right, Coach, we'll see you Saturday at Provost Humphrey Stadium. Again, that's a 6 o'clock kickoff against Weber State. And then back here next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
All right. Thanks, Harold. Appreciate you.
You bet. Thank you. That's going to about do it from Little Woodrose here on Phelan Boulevard. Invite you to come on by and join us for Cardinal football. Every Wednesday night we talk with Coach Pete Rossomando. And then, of course, on Saturday, it is a 6 o'clock kickoff, final 6 o'clock kickoff before in October we move to those 3 o'clock kickoffs.
Yeah, the final 6 o'clock.
So get out there, support your Lamar Cardinals. That's going to do it from Little Woodrose. Hey, thanks, everybody, for coming out and supporting your Lamar Cardinals.